What's up? What's up? What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Topics with Becky. Today, we are going down the rabbit hole and we're going to talk about something that I really don't like talking about, but I figured I needed to, and sources like, yeah, you need to do that. And I said, okay. Twin flames. But before we get into that, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Knowing that is a free way to support the channel, as well as get you guys connected with me energetically so that I can get you out more resonating content, whatever that is. And I just want to thank you to anybody and everybody who has supported my channel in any one way, shape, or form. I'm truly honored. Thank you so very much, guys. And I want to send a shout out to my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, that time. It's an honor, a blessing, a privilege being here, giving you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that any of my videos that you choose to watch fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to use your intuition, to use your discernment, to take back your power, and to make the decisions that best serve you in your highest journey in this here, now, here moment. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me move some of my cards here. I just did a reading, and this is actually why I have this going on, because I had a collective reading. It was talking about love, and it was actually a very beautiful reading. Like, it's super exciting, it's super beautiful, it's super wonderful, and I feel like Source is bringing love to those of you guys that have asked to manifest it. But there is a huge portion of the collective that needs to understand in the twin flame community that there are a lot of people who are trying to bamboozle you guys into thinking that you need something to get to your twin. You need something to get with your twin, that everybody's married to their twin. And yet, what they don't talk about is that your twin flame is not necessarily someone that you will marry or can marry. My phone screen, I don't know if that actually got caught, but my phone screen just went blank and came back on. So we're in this time and space when everybody is, oh, you're with your twin flame. Oh, get with your twin flame. You want to marry your twin flame. You want to be there with your twin flame. But what they're not talking about is that a twin flame can be anybody. It can be your child. It can be your dad. It can be your mom. It can be your grandparent. It can be your aunt, your uncle, a cousin, a best friend. It's not necessarily someone you can marry. Okay, like, and I think that people are so obsessed with this journey, and they're so obsessed with having this kind of love that they, like, people are feeding on that, you know. And I always bring this back to, if you don't believe me, look at the way they bring commercials out. They sell us sex and love all the time. Every kiss begins with K. Like, let's just look at it that way, you know. And it's like, Shane, what is it? He went to Jared's. Oh, he went to Jared's, right? Like, they think about this all the time. And we're coming into today. Let me tell you all, today is Valentine's Day as I record this. And it's not going to get up today, but I just want you guys to know I'm recording this on Valentine's Day. Okay. And I think that this is such an appropriate time to talk about this, because this is the day that everybody obsesses over love. If people don't have somebody in their life, there's something wrong with you. You don't have anybody to celebrate Valentine's Day with. You don't have anybody to share your love with. That's not true. I have myself to share my love with. And if that's a problem, then go on. Go on with your bad self. Just because you don't know how to love yourself doesn't mean that I have to live in that energy of saying I need somebody in my life. So if they're selling you love and sex on TV all the time, what makes you think that the spiritual community doesn't have tricksters or people who are using that to their advantage to gain a following, to gain people, to give them money, to support them, to get their programs? The twin flame journey is not about love. How can she say that on the day of love? I hear y'all. I hear it. I hear it. I do. It's not. It's not about love. It's not about love in the way that you think love is. Right? It is about self-love. Our twins for those of us that are on the journey, and not everybody is on the journey, and you all can get mad at me if you want, and that's fine, but not everybody is at the same part in their spiritual advancement. If we were, the world would not be in the chaos and the turmoil that it is, being shut down over what it's being shut down over, being cruel and intentionally malicious towards each other because of the things that are going on outside, everybody judging each other. This is a journey of ascension, seeing everything from eyes of unconditional love, no matter what is happening out there. That's why I don't talk a lot about what's going on in the world, is because I can't change it. I can only change myself, and I can only change the way that I approach people who bring those things to me. And I choose not to get into deeper discussions about it because a lot of people have such a strong opinion on it that when I show my viewpoints on it, it rubs raw against their opinions, which is why I don't do a lot of these videos, these twin flame videos. I've done a few of them. But the thing is that everybody wants to have this beautiful love, and everybody wants to be a part of this special community. Why can't you just be a part of this special community because you choose to do the work? Not because one day you had a dream about somebody and you woke up and stumbled upon twin flame energy or twin flame meanings or twin flame this. How do you know that that's not the negative energies trying to force you guys to get into the obsession that you don't need to get into? There are entities at work here that are far bigger than we have control over. And it's become such an obsession that people, like, have seen people grow so big just because all they do are readings for twin flames. They don't do readings for self-healing. They do readings about all the masculine, all the masculine, all the masculine. If the masculine is out of balance, then guess what, divine feminine? That means that you two are out of balance. That should not be applied to another person. That should be applied to self. This journey is about taking accountability for every moment of every day, showing up and what it is that you bring to the table. Did you have a bad day? You know what? Let me tell you a story. This is a good story because I feel like this is exactly what this journey is about. Yesterday, my dog Angel, she's new to the family. We've had her for a couple of months and I'm working with training her. If you guys watch my readings, you guys know she'll bark sometimes and I'll have to pause the video and go take care of it because I'm treat training him. Okay, look, I got a bag of treats here for you if you guys are curious, and it's full of food and treats, right? So they don't know what they're going to get. That's the point, it's a reward system. I'm working on a reward system. This is a new process for me. Here's the deal. She comes from an abusive home. She was beat severely before I got her. I'm pretty sure somebody broke her nose. The story is pretty raunchy. It's pretty awful that an innocent being had to experience something like this, okay? Anyways, yesterday, somebody's walking their dogs outside. And I let her outside and I turned my back for just a moment and she hopped over the fence. And she's not aggressive. Like she's every dog that I've ever introduced her to, the first thing she does is roll on her back and submit to them because she thinks everybody's a playmate. And she's like, she wants them to know that I want you to play with me. I'm just going to roll over so that you guys know that I'm not aggressive. Like she's super sweet. She's like the sweetest dog on the face of the planet. But she has a face of a dog that is very misunderstood. Okay, and she's a mixed dog. She's not a full-blood nothing. She's a mixed dog. She's a mutt. And it scared me when she jumped over the fence because I keep thinking all the time, I'm like, because you look a certain way means that we have to step up and be on a higher place than everyone else. Ergo, the twin flame journey. Anyways, she jumped over the fence. I got her. She wasn't gone but a minute, guys. I mean, she came right back. She didn't want to come in the fence. I had to pick her up and bring her inside the fence like that. And she had stickers all over her, and I ended up getting the stickers on me, and I pulled them off. And when I pulled them off, guys, I don't hit her. I tap her on the nose, and I tell her no. And I found myself sitting here and being so scared that I got immediately upset with her, and I converse with my dogs, guys. So I started having this conversation with her and talking to her. You're probably like, what does this have to do with the twin flame journey? I got so scared. I disciplined her like this. I made her sit down. I made her lay down, and I wouldn't let her move because I was scared. I was scared. Okay. Fast forward to this morning. I go on a walk and I do my morning prayer walk, and I'm spending time with Source and spending time in prayer and spending time in affirmations and gratitude. And on my walk, I've realized I let my fear control the way that I approached her. Instead of praising her for the win that she had, which was coming back, right after jumping out. Her win was that she came back. Yeah, maybe it wasn't right away, but she came back. She brought herself back when she could have gone and taken off and run off, which she has done. She has done, but she brought herself back, and that was a win. And I should have focused on the win, and instead I focused on my fear, and I let my fear run how I came at her. Okay, I wasn't mean to her, I wasn't mad at her, I didn't scream at her or anything. It was just a discipline, right? Going back to when I was younger, I used to discipline my dogs very hard. I was raised in a family where you spanked your dogs if they did something wrong. And with her, I knew when I found the story out that I had to approach her differently. I couldn't come at this the way that I had been used to training dogs, okay? And so I'm learning about the trust system, the reward system, and I'm learning this, okay? It's something I'm learning. How does this apply to the twin flame journey? Because that's us. Our twin jumps over the fence and runs away, and our fear gets the best of us, and we say, that has to be my twin because they're running away. Right? And we're not taking accountability for how we're showing up, which is what I ended up having to do this morning, guys. It's all a process. I don't bring these videos to you so that I can say, you should be doing this when I'm not doing that. No, I bring these videos up to you guys when I realize something, or when I have a moment of clarity, or when I have a moment of that aha moment. Wow, I had never thought about that before. That's when I bring these videos up to you guys. These are things that I myself have gone through. These are things I myself have had to understand. I was told I was on a twin flame journey by Source. Told by Source. And through this, had to pull myself away from the obsessiveness and let it go. Let it go. I don't give a damn now. Like, I really don't. That's why I don't talk about it. That's why I don't like to talk about it on my channel, because I don't want my channel to be focused about twin flames. Because the way that people talk about it now, it's like no matter what, your twin flame is somebody you're supposed to marry. It's somebody you're supposed to spend your life with. Well, spending your life with somebody and marrying somebody are two different things. You can spend a lifetime with a best friend, with a family member, and not a lover. But everybody's so obsessed with having that special love in their life. Everybody's so obsessed with having this higher promised love that they're maybe overlooking people who are actually meant to be in your life as your lover, who are meant to be there for you as marriage material, right? Because they're so obsessed with this one person who's supposedly your twin flame. You know, I did the one thing I never thought I could do. I never blocked anybody unless they deserved to be blocked, like, i.e. were attacking me for some reason or trying to be verbally abusive towards me. Then I blocked people, okay? But this person that I thought was my twin, I finally unfriended, and I never thought that I would ever do that. And I finally did, and the reason I did is because I had to let go. I had to let it go. Because it was like having them as a friend just kind of like let me keep going in and doing the obsessive, oh, let me check up on them. Let me check up on them. And now it's like when I find a love reading, honestly, guys, I skip over the love readings. I'm like, I want to know what my healing is. I want to know where I'm going. I want to know if what I'm doing is getting me to where I want to be. And that's why I focus my tarot readings on healing and self-love. I'm not here to predict your love future. I'm not here to do that, because there's something that you guys could do right now in this now moment, a decision that you can make that can change the outcome of that. The butterfly effect is a real thing. What's destined to happen will happen, but at the end of the day, it's like you can't say, people are like, oh, you're going to meet your twin in a week, in a month, and this and that and that. And then you don't, and then you're like, what did I do wrong? Because you think that this person really cares about whether or not you meet with your twin. What I care about is teaching you guys what I had to go through on my spiritual awakening journey. And if you guys are truly on the twin flame journey, you should not be obsessed with the twin. You should be obsessed with finding yourself. Because that's honestly what it is. And if you guys want to be a twin flame, fine, that's cool. And you're not. Can you accept that? Can you accept that you may not be a twin? Can you accept it? I'm not here to tell you my story. I'm not here to explain to you guys why I feel like I am or I'm not. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to open your guys' eyes to something that I myself had to open my own eyes to. Can you open your eyes to maybe your twin isn't this person that's been treating you toxic, that this person that's been treating you toxic is actually a karmic cycle that you have to let go of? These are just questions to ask yourself so that you can see things from a bigger perception, a bigger perspective, a bigger place of love. It makes people mad to say that not everybody is here to experience the same journey. If everybody was here to experience the same journey, then everybody would be rich and famous. Why do I hear that song right now? Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Always complaining, always complaining. If money's such a problem, right? Like if everybody were on the same journey, then why are there some people who are rich and some people who are poor? Because we all have different lessons to learn. Can you be okay with that? I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm here to speak the truth. And I speak against a lot of things that the spiritual community has been so rooted in for so long. And it's not to go against them. It's not, because I mean, there's validity in some of what they're saying, but also I do see a lot of false people out there who are just trying to get a leg up, and they're feeding on your fear of not having the love in your life that you feel like you need. We don't need a partner. We need ourselves. We don't need love from another being. We need to love ourselves in source. That's what I got for you. I love you guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.